Hello, this is Johnny again. Today I have a good news. I have the NeoGeo, a complete set completed. I test every single game. I even put it in the Excel format for the physical name and the description that is supposed to be. So all that is in the link on the video and also where you could get this full set. Now, anybody who have retro, who use retro, could use that list because it have point to the artwork and it also point to the name, description, everything. And also in that Excel file have a batch file, so you can run the batch file, copy the file, paste it in a notepad, and then name it something whatever you want to name it, like ROM to description .bat. You run it and all the file will change from uh, the normal artwork. Whenever you download, it always name it physically associated to the game, but it makes more sense you have a description. So I took the time to get all the description down and also get all the, so let's go down list and get all the description, and also in that spreadsheet will also tell you which chord is using our chord Final Burnout Neo. And so each of these game I went and got the artwork uh, the best I could. Some of them I don't have a 3D box art because it doesn't have it on even a Raspberry Pi. The most you ever seen Raspberry Pi is only 141, and this one is 234. And the one that did not get put on the list was 39 game that did not get put on the list. I start off with 273 file, okay, zip file. 4 of them are actually are not a game. It's like NeoGeo.zip, that's a bio. Neo CD, that's a bio, and SYS check.zip, that's not a game, that's also a system check file that is part of the bio. And then there's another one called gg-bio.zip, and that's actually it's help when you play Neo Geo on a Game Boy, like hack Game Boy's system. And so those are the bio. 4 of those already deleted from the list. So if you delete that, you get 269 game, and then 39 of them does not work because it's decrypted, and those are not a complete set. So those are the decrypted one is all got removed. So, and most of them use Final Burnout Neo. Like this one, it used May 2000. Okay, and so some of them are made. The arcade is, I mean, the Neo Geo, but is made for run different version. Is made to run on different platform. So you will find some of them, not a lot, only few, like maybe 2 that will be running on May 2000. And this one is actually a homebrew, and this actually work, which is amazing. And also I got the artwork for it. There are a couple of games that I never could got it working, and I was able to also fix the controller. So one of the game, when you start the game, it automatic the D-pad does not work, so you have to go in and set it up. So the zip file, you will zip it directly to your SD card, the root of the SD card. Don't put it on a folder or anything. Just unzip it here, and it will put everything in the right place for you. And so all the file you need, the setup, the control setup, the bio, the chord setup. We added the new setup. Also, my friend have called Xmack. I also put his channel. He's the one who actually figured out how to get the return button to work. Most of the return button do not work. Okay, on neither one of the system. So everything from now on that I did, it will work on both AIWO plus JXD. Okay, so for example, let's just start one in the game. So press A. And all the game here, you could hold the start button, and you could go to the bio. So for example, if I hold the start button for a while, you would get this list, this screen. So what you do is you go to setting up the soft dips. You press A, and you say slot 1, press A, and then here you could set your time, difficulty. You can make it easier, like press A, and make it harder, press level 1. Okay, so this one only allow you to set up the time to play it longer, and also you could change the difficulty, make it easier. Then you press Y to get out. Y is the button on top, Y, and A is to get into the system. Okay, so am I getting too close to the screen? Alright, so let me get out this, press Y, and then you exit out, press A. Alright, so the game will stop. Now, this one will do some file checking, but not as bad as the Mame. Mame will do longer period of checking than the NeoGeo one. The quote, and you can turn this up a little bit higher. I'm not going to demo all the game because I don't want to make this video very long, because plus I'm very tired. I've been working on this for last week and a half, because I went and created the list, make sure I don't have extra ROM and extra, picture like I did with Mame. I just kept everything 273 and try not to go over it. So this is only a 4.6 gigabyte, so it's not that big, this whole thing, NeoGeo. Okay, so let me go ahead and get out here. They have a lot of cool game. That majority of this is everybody's favorite game, and so I'm just gonna go through this 286 game. A lot of cool game. This is very fun game too as well. And the boating and fighting, magical drop 2, magical drop 3, they're all here. Magical law, this is the original first one that came out from NeoGeo when they first released it to the home console, and this is another version of it. You're gonna have a lot of metal slot version. We could go ahead and count it if you want to. Okay, here's first one, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this have 2 set. You might say, well, what's the difference between this one is the NGH and this one is the NGM? And don't ask me why they name it different. There's a lot of those kind of file that is repeating, so you're gonna have a lot of those. And then the metal slot 4, then you got 4 plus 5 Gemma PCB, and then you have this version, and then you have set 2 regular one, and then a plus metal slot 5 plus, then metal slot 6 This one is Metal Slug bootleg from 3 to 6, and this is the 10. So yeah, you got a full set plus extra. Okay, same thing with Samurai Showdown and a lot of wheel butt and the fighting game called Wheel Butt Feral Fury, and then you have King of Fighting, a lot of King of Fighting. So just go down the list. Like this game is as a homebrew, but actually work. I didn't name those randomly. This is actually the correct name for each of those ROM. So, and it took me a while to find the correct picture. This is actually the ping pong where you actually move up and down, and another that you play with a computer and then you hit each other back and forward. Okay. So those are homebrew game, and they're part of this list too. This whole list came in one package. I went and searched for NeoGeo ROM set, and I was able to successfully find it. There's only one file that wasn't there, that was was missing actually, and I was able to add that to the NeoGeo set. It's called an Iron Charm or something. I think we already passed it already. See, this is the Japanese version of the Blazing Star. And this one they name it. This one have two different names. You could actually use the / to name it, but when you put a physical name into the computer, it won't take the / as a name. It will give you an error, say you cannot use a /. So you will have to use an underscore. So I learned that by making this list, that you could use it, but you have to. So if you have a / and you have space and space, make sure you have space underscore space. Okay, otherwise it will not work. It won't take question mark and the colon. So if you add a colon into a name like 2 dot, you have to also put an underscore. Now what I did is I changed the N symbol to I actually spelled the A and D instead of using the N symbol, so it won't get confused. See, this is a Wheel Butt Feral Fury. There's already up here already. Start from here. You got 1, 2. They have different chip name for each. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have that too. Alternary set. I think I messed up counting. Anyway, you get my point. A lot of cool game. Some of them, the decoder one is the one that do not work at all on this system. Doesn't matter which ROM that I use, it just won't work. So, and a couple of them that have, I'll have the list and I'll show you the once you open up the list, the Excel, you can see there's a formula there that you can use, and also the files zip up. This will also provide you the artwork, and now there are a couple of them I couldn't get the artwork in. I don't know how many times I have tried. I just can't get the artwork. So those two are, there's actually more than 2, maybe 10 of them that I cannot. Doesn't matter how I do it, how I change the size of the file, or use the one that have a picture like for example, I could use this picture that same size, just rename it to the other file name, and it just won't work. I don't know why. I was thinking about copy all that to the bottom, and then rearrange the file, and maybe it will recognize it. I don't know. It's really kind of odd is that it doesn't see the artwork. So we're in S now. So we're almost there. Here's all the King of Fighting: 94, 95, 95 set 2, 96, 96 set 2, 97, 97 US, 97 plus, bootleg, 98, 98 whatever that is, another 98, different name, 99, 99, prototype, the 10th anniversary, and then 2005 Ultra, and those games actually will say that when you start the game. So, and those are very hard to find a box for it, because it's like a, I don't know, it's like a modded type of game. It's not a physical NeoGeo game. If somebody like this, like bootleg, somebody actually modify it, so you don't really can't really get the box for it. Like this one, bootleg, is you can't get the box for that one. But the game does have the title called Magical Plus 2. And some of this game have more character in it, the fighting game, where you have set up 10 or something, and it could be 20 more. So a lot of more character on each of this fighting game. Alright, we're gonna finishing up the T. This is a bootleg one. I couldn't get the picture for neither one of this. I don't know why. I can, but cannot. Doesn't matter how I change it. Like for example, I change it with a V dash, and then I change it to a physical name where it's actually spelled spelled VLINER .zip. I name it that way. It doesn't work either. I name it. So I try a different combination and try to name it. I don't know why that it doesn't work. I mean, I don't have the problem with other one like Mame. They all have good pictures, but like this, I can't get this one to work either. Neither I can't get that one to work. So it's real strange. I mean, yep, no picture, no picture, and picture. See, this is similar game, but this ones have NeoGeo CD conversion, and you won't take pictures at all. Alright, that's it. Okay, hope you guys enjoy it. Have fun with it. I was going to show you that if you start a game, I guess it doesn't matter which game. You start a game, and instead of pressing the 2 button here to get out of the game, okay, you could press this button and it will work. So I modify the 3_retro.f. So thank you for the Xmack. He's the one to figure that out too. So you press the button. Now you get to the main screen. Before you had to press this too. So let me show you again. If you missed that, you just press this button and you get to the main screen. And that's what the return button is for. It was made to do that. But since we couldn't get this to work, we had to use those two to get you out of the game, which is fine. That's how most of the arcade game that we played, like May and all that stuff, that use. And And also I also included this game file, which fixed the link where you don't have to use the Xbox no more. It probably still like a Golden Axe. That one you don't need to use the Xbox anymore. So if you guys wasn't watching the last video I put, let me show you right here. That is also fixed, and that also thanks to Xmack. He's the one who find the code, and so he shared the code with me, so I added to my list. He said that his Golden Axe 2, he called it Golden Axe 2 because it's easier to call it Golden Axe 2 than to call the exact name, because the name is Golden Axe Reverse or something. Revenge right here. See, this one say use the Xbox joystick. So if you unzip it, it will copy this file to a correct place. You just say, if it asks you, do you want to overwrite it? You say yes. Okay. So let me demonstrate this one. Now the graphic, the game play very well, and there's no lacking on sound, and you could use the original joystick without have to. You will get this one because this is May 2003 plus. So you will get that, and then just press star. Then, select, and then give your point. See the control work. And the graphic is good. So this one that he gave me allow you to play the original. See, no lacking. Give me that. I want that. Man, get burned. There you go. In this game and the other game called they both remap the joystick. So I don't think you have to remap it. But if you do have to, just go to controller and say load the file, and it will load the correct file if it doesn't work. Same thing with the pinball game. If for some reason if you unzip it and then when you're playing the game, if it doesn't work, you just have to do is just go to, let me find that game. Oop. It's SA. This one right here. It also lets you use the controller, but the button wasn't set up, so I have to set it up. So you just go in, play the game, and if a controller is not working, what you do is you press the return button here. Let's let it load up first. Okay, and then you just go to the controller, and then you just right here you see how mine is named, this file name. If yours is not pointing to that, you have to do is just say load, go here and say load the file. And since you are using the May 2003 plus, you press the A button, and then you look for the May 2003 plus right there, and then that's where you were able to find that game right there. See that third one right there, the last one, and that's it. And then the game will be good. Okay. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoy it. Give me a thumb up, and that will, appreciate. Put a lot of effort to make this happen, so hope you guys enjoy it, because this is the most I ever put on one console, on one system, to have all this game running in the one console. And this is the first machine that I have portable that have that much game, 234 game. Alright, talk to you later, bye.